Oh! Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a high-end beauty haul, American beauty haul from what I picked up when I was recently in the States. I vlogged the whole experience. I've got a couple of the vlogs up already, so if you want to go check them out, please do. I've also done a $20 makeup challenge and a drugstore haul already as well, so if you're wondering what I picked up from the drugstores, you can also check those out. But yeah, I've also filmed this makeup look with a few of the things that I've picked up as well, so that should be coming after this video. But yeah, let's get cracking. I am going to start with Bath & Body Works. I know this isn't necessarily beauty, but I always know that people love a nice bit of Bath & Body Works, so I thought I'd include this too. They do this 5 for $5 hand sanitisers, and they have so many scents, it's crazy. As you can see, I picked up two of the same. This is Island Margarita, and I also picked up Japanese Cherry Blossom. I went half-seas with one of my friends, and she also got an Island Margarita and one with a hedgehog on. Which I can't remember what the scent was, but I know I had a picture of a hedgehog on, so there we go. But yeah, so I picked those up. I also hit up duty free on the way there, the way back, and I also went into MAC as well. It's all MAC that I got from duty free, and I also went into a MAC store and picked something up as well. So I thought I'd throw them all together. On the way out, I picked up a 217 brush. These are kind of a staple, and I tend to pick these up whilst I'm in the airport because they're that much cheaper and they're just a really good eye brush. And I also picked up a big size of the Fix Plus. I had like a mini one and I'm almost out of it, and I do quite like it. When I remember to use it, I tend to spray it all over my face and then just get like a big powder brush and push it in, and yeah, I really like what it does to my makeup. So I picked up a big one of those. I picked up a baby pigment of Vanilla. This was by the Till actually. In the UK we do have a few like minis, like for example I said that I had that mini Fix Plus, I picked that up in the Cardiff store, and you get like a few other minis here and there, but I've never seen like the mini pigments, and this was $10, which is the same amount as like the Fix Plus and other small things that they did as well. So I thought I'd pick that up, and I think that's like, although $10 sounds like a lot for like this tiny little pigment here, this is going to last me such a long time, you know. I'm not a makeup artist, I'm just using this on myself, and yeah, I thought this would be really nice for like tops of cheeks, inner corners and all fun stuff like that. And on the way back to use up my dollars, I also picked up two eyeshadows. Unfortunately they did them just in the cases rather than the pans because I have a MAC palette, not very many shadows in it, but I'm building it. I picked up Satin Taupe, which looks a little bit like that. Which I think is like one of those MAC staples that a lot of people have. It's just a very versatile shade. And I also picked up, what's this called? Mythology. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I do the whole guessing game, like guess what colour that shade is. And I always pick this one up, and I always think it's just such a nice colour. And I never buy it. Yeah, I always pick it up and I'm like, oh, that looks nice, and it's Mythology, so I thought I'd bite the bullet and buy it. But yeah, so that's what I got from MAC. Shall we move on to Sephora next? Let's go Sephora. I did two trips to Sephora actually. I did the first one when I very first got there because it was my birthday in July and we landed there on the 31st. So I was able to pick up a birthday gift which looks something a little like this. I think I'll do my freebies first because I've also got a points perk as well. It's a mini lipstick and a mini mascara. This is the mini mascara. I think it's the Smoky Extravagant. Yep, the Smoky Extravagant mascara. And I also picked up, well, I didn't pick up, they gave it to me, the Rouge Artist Natural colour in N9, which is a baby lipstick. It's a quite a universal shade, and I've actually worn it and it was quite nice. So I might keep these two probably knocking about in my handbag, I think, because they're nice and small and easy to use. My second points perk, I became a VIB whilst I was over there because I'd spent so much, and they did like treble points, so I ended up getting a 500 point perk, which is this here, and it is a little makeup bag which looks like this, and it's full of living proof stuff. I've also got one of their hairsprays, like a baby hairspray. No, I haven't finished the serum. The serum's here. I've got their Instant Texture Volumizer, which I have used and liked. I've also got a thing of their Style Extender. So I thought that was pretty bloody cool, if you ask me. And the bag's like quite a sturdy one. So yeah, so I got that. First of all, I bought a perfume. This is the Elizabeth & James Nirvana White for Her. I thought it looks way cool. It looks like that. It tells me on the front it's got peony, musk and muguet. And you know, like, If you ever like buy a perfume whilst you're on a holiday, it reminds you of that trip. Like this, like the scent reminds me of my trip to Vegas. Picked up a brush set. This is called the Flatter Yourself Contour Brush Set. It comes in a little brush roll as well. They do like quite a few like brush sets, and they seem to be like very good value in comparison to the singular brushes I found. Like this was, I believe, like just under, like I think it was like $48, I think. It also came with some blotting sheets as well, which I haven't used. But here are the brushes. This is the only one that I would say is a this is called like the contour set, and this is the only one that I would sort of say is a contour set. It's sort of like angled like that. And then I've got like a stippling brush, which I don't actually have. I have like quite a small stippling brush, and I also have the retractable bronzing brush by Real Techniques, and that's like quite fat, so I wanted one that was sort of like in between. It also comes with this other buffer brush like this as well, which I think could be quite nice for both powder foundations and standard ones as well. I kind of got it for these two, I'll be perfectly honest, because I have quite a few like angled sort of contour brushes. I find it really odd that they called it a get back in there, that they called it a contour set, but hey, I'm not complaining. And they've also got like space for like other bits here as well if you just wanted to take the brush roll away. Speaking of brushes, I got this Sephora Pro Airbrush brush, which is in number 55, which looks a little something like this. This is very nice to buff foundation in. If you're one of those people who like sort of more softer brushes to buff their foundation in and really work it in rather than using a buffing brush. And I quite like this little top that it's got, which you need to which you can just pop off. But yeah, so I got that as well. I also got a refill of my Makeup Forever Aqua Brow. This is what I usually use on my brows. It's sort of like a colour pigment. It looks like this. It's been in favourites videos of mine before, and yeah, it's just an everyday staple for me, so I thought I'd pick it up whilst I was there. Not that you can't get Makeup Forever, it's just a little bit harder to get hold of, so, and it's probably cheaper that I got it there, so I did. I also got the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I actually don't know where it is right now because I've used it and it's gone walkies, but it's somewhere about, and it's a really nice liner. I really do like this. I have been using this quite a lot. And I also got the Laura Mercier oil-free tinted moisturiser. Now, where the fuck did I just put that? Which looks a little bit something like this. The reason I picked this up in the States is I've been thinking about picking it up in the UK, and I worked out that it's £10 cheaper to get it in the US rather than the UK. In the UK it's I think £36, which is quite a lot, although it is 50 millilitres, not 30, so you're basically getting double if you want to look at it that way. But yeah, so I picked it up for a tenner cheaper, which I thought was quite a bargain. And last but not least, I also went to ULTA. To get to ULTA, we had to go to a place called Henderson. That's not even in Las Vegas. They didn't have one like in the centre of Las Vegas. ULTA, no, I had to go trek to get this guy here. If you've watched my vlog, you knew that I went to ULTA to grab this guy, but it is the Lorac Pro palette, if you don't know what this is. Whew. And as soon as I was like, I'm going to the States, I knew I had to pick this up. Unfortunately, I didn't have the Pro to go, otherwise I would have picked that up as well. But at that point, I was not going to another ULTA. It comes with a little primer there. And ooh, here's the palette itself. I have used it a couple of times actually. I've actually got it on my eyes today. And it looks a little something like this. Does my dad think it's necessary to sort out cans right now? Quite clearly he does. Anyway, so it looks a little something like this. It's a very, very good all-round neutral palette. The shadows themselves are lovely. It is beautiful, like, look at it. Quickly gonna hop back to Sephora because it's already made its way into my handbag. I've already worn this out. It's a matte lip cream by Sephora. I believe it's their own brand. This is the, yeah, cream lip stain, and this is, I believe, in number one. Number one, does it have a name? No, it just says number one on it. It's, as you can see, like a bright red, and it's sort of like, you know, the Hourglass Rouge, is it Rouge Volupte? Opaque Rouge, that's what they're called. This is very nice. Very nice consistency, and it feels very like weightless on your lips. Like I know some of the formulas that are similar to this feel quite tacky, whereas this one feels just really, really nice. So I also picked up a small Urban Decay all-nighter makeup setting spray. I have a big one of the De-Slick, and I wanted something a little bit more handbag friendly, so I picked up a baby one of that. But yeah, so I got the Brow Wiz, which is coming out of focus. Come on. Why won't this work? You know what this looks like. It's an eyebrow pencil. Little twisty up one. It's got spoolie on the end. A few things left now. I got some of the Eyelure pre-glued lashes. Now, I'm not a massive lash wearer, but every now and again I like to pop some on. I quite like the pre-glued ones because you can use them over and over again, and I just find them easier to apply because I don't have to wait for glue to dry and all that malarkey. Last but not least, I have a eyeliner. This is the Essence liquid eyeliner. I actually picked up this in Germany back in December, and they've changed the applicator. This is a sponge, whereas that before was brush tips, which I think I prefer. If I stay like this, it stays in focus. So, and on that note, I'm gonna go. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I picked up in the States. Stay tuned for the rest of the vlogs. They're probably not going to be up by the end of August like I hoped, but tough. Yeah, so, ooh, yeah, no, gotta stay like it. Gotta stay like it. So yeah, anyway, I shall see you guys soon. Bye!